great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Ballard, Jesse Ballmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. This running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Mustangs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Overton. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass on second down. He's going for it all. Upstairs to make the catch. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Takes the handoff. It's Overton. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Might as well run him again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third down play from the gun. Look out! Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Tight end now in motion. Driving forward, it's Overton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
To pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Now on the move. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
The give on 4th. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Straight ahead, it's Green. They've got him corralled.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Caught on the RPO. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man across the middle. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Running inside. It's Green. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
On the option, he'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off on the counter. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And finally, we see a little bit of that, which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give him 6. Touchdown, SMU!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Brown. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Got some green grass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. That is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He'll pull it down and run. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-goal situation from the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Got him quickly. Turning it on. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Under pressure. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Overton. All over him immediately.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page. These last 2 drives, obviously scoring a touchdown, the last timeout, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
Inside the 35. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Hand off from the shotgun. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
From the gun, it's Green. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And we talked about this guy coming in the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snap in the shotgun. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hale. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Complete on the left to Smith. Drag down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The fake and wants to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
They boot it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Long way to go on 2nd down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Motion from the wideout. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. There he goes. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
On the move. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Gets the back moving. Second down, going to throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. Makes a man miss. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle. Now it's setting up 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Right side, it's Brown. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the 1st down. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals, they're not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll pull it down. Guided out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 14.
4th quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the 1st down. It's his time. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Quarterback keeper. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, Hokies! They move on top here in the 4th. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Baker. Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They had tried to stretch this lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Handoff from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Between the hashes, it's Smith. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They called their 2nd timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll run the counter. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their 3rd and final one. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Hand it to the back. Plows through the defense. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.